Okay. Okay. I'm live. I have the little fold over the camera like that. Pop. Yeah, just about to do these forms. Cut up all that bulk I put on last week, and then yeah, just continue to progress with the forms. I think I'm just gonna warm up with the forms. Maybe just do one or two stretches. That's it. I think right now where I'm at. Um, it's better if I don't do too much stretching before I do the forms and just warm up. Doing the forms is like dynamic motion with that instead of getting to warm up first. I mean, like stretching out real hard because that tires your muscles and takes a lot out of them. But maybe the next couple few months, maybe I'll start messing around with that, or maybe next couple weeks. But right now, I think I'm just gonna warm up with the forms because last time I did it, I did it, not on camera, and it worked out pretty well. Just warming up, just warm up with the easier forms, and then as I get more warmed up, go to the more demanding forms, the ones that require more flexibility and all that. But yeah, this is a great foreign practice. I guess I'll try to pretend the camera's not there a lot of the time, and just concentrate on the forms, the meditation, trying to get the movements just right, and pretend there's an imaginary opponent as well. I'm gonna start off like more flowing, more like a Tai Chi appearance, and then again more intensity and all that as the workout progresses. Um, uh, I was about to say that's about it, but yeah, these forms are really good. It loosens up all the muscles from all like the stiff weightlifting and resistance training. It really loosens everything up, allows you to move more explosively, and then really tones everything up and eliminates excessive bulk and excessive muscle mass. It streamlines everything and gets you more functional. And then also does quite a bit for your appearance as well. Burns a lot of fat and then creates a lot of muscle tone because you're like flexing and stuff as you're going through the movements. And as I go through the movements, the forms pretty much cover like the whole range of movement that you would go through. Hands in the air, hands down low, this kick, that kick. It pretty much covers all the movement. I don't do any forms with the spinning heel kick, hook kick, spinning heel kick, but like the back kick, especially in Chung Mu, where you do the round kick and the back kick, kind of covers, kind of sets you up to give you a really good spinning heel kick. And yeah, but that pretty much covers it. This is also it's all the standard. I guess basic can be a loose term, but standard ranges of motion without anything really. Um, I guess you would say crazy or fancy or tricks. It's more like functional, more like hardcore basics, and not some kind of stunt or trick or something like that. But these like over complicated gymnastic type moves that don't have any power and can mess you up. If you mess up, you can do a backflip and break your neck or something like that. Overspin and crash down, break your ankle. Weird things like that. And then they just do like all these moves, and then it's just like a light, and it ends with like a light little kick or something like that. So yeah, I don't do anything like that, but there are some spins and stuff like that. Like if you've ever thrown a shock put or a discus, you can spin around and then pop it. So that's a real thing. But Yeah, get right to it. Gotta get this cat out of my lap. It's getting cold, getting winter time, so he's wanting to snuggle up next to me all the time. There he is. That should be good. Maybe because I can see that window pane in that door. Showing up. I'm not taller than that door, so that should be good. Okay, that's good. Just do a quick hamstring stretch right quick. That's probably about all I need to do. See, I'm already right here. Hands to the ground. Yeah, I raked the yard a little bit earlier, so that's gonna get your blood flowing. I just did a few stretches after that. Okay. Feeling good? Get warmed up. Yeah, I think these will be. It's a lot longer if I just do it on my own. Uh, I'm trying to do it a lot more. Like the camera's not there. I'm still like coming in between sets and giving out tips and tricks and kind of like explaining what's going on and everything. But trying to make it more like the real workout and not uh, different for the camera. Because for the camera and the lives and everything, I think I do more trying to make it more like a real workout, like a structured workout instead of just practice. So if I'm just doing practice, then I go on a lot longer, and I'm not so concerned about um, taking little rests. So I may take a few minutes or whatever in between forms to uh, rest, recover, let the body warm up and not overexert, so I can go a really long time, and then also warm up slowly and everything like that. Just get that engine heated up just right, and then keep it going. To where if normally like I'm kind of concerned about the camera, so I'll try to heat up the engine real fast, and then just keep it keep everything moving, short breaks, the big explanations and stuff like that. But I'm trying to do more like more like a real effective like form practice where you just go at it for like a long time, and like there's no camera, like you're just watching TV and doing forms here and there and keeping active, kind of like that. Or different periods of my life, like I've worked like a night shift or something like that, and you're just kind of like doing forms all night, something like that, because it's I guess more effective. Like you get more volume in than trying to just condense it into an hour, like an hour or an hour and 20-minute practice. This way, it's like you uh, get more time in, more reps in, more thought in, all that, more effective. It's like a building workout, like running long distance before you start running shorter distances and at faster speed, kind of like that. Because it's still good to be able to warm up really fast and just go in and get right in there. Um, and when it's like you're doing it all the time and like real good shape and warmed up and everything, you can just throw high kicks at it anytime, pretty much. Um, so I guess I'm getting there. I was doing all that yard work and stuff, yard work and housework, repairing this house. Uh, so that's like really good karate, kung fu type work, but it's not the same as forms practice. Mr. Snuggles back. His name is Victor, but his nickname's Mr. Snuggles. So it's different, but it's also really good because it makes you strong everywhere. You get in all these weird, awkward positions and hold positions to be able to work and things like that. So it makes you strong everywhere. It's just like phase training. One moment I'm working at this. One moment you work on strength, another moment you work on cardio, another moment you work on flexibility, another moment you work on technique. It's just chopping things up and working on things at different times. But getting back on these forms here. Okay, buddy. What? You okay? Try the form with them on the back. Okay. Okay. Feeling good? Half an hour in? Yeah, I talked the first 5 minutes or so I gotta subtract that. But yeah, I want to go probably well over an hour. Um, maybe even a couple hours or so. I'm already half an hour in, and I still have a lot more I want to cover. Switch this up. So Mason, sit in this uncomfortable position on the brick. Okay, the camera right. Yeah, sitting like this is it's like an exercise. Crunches everything in, and I'm sitting on the brick, so it's like a small surface. So I'm just sitting on the floor. But yeah, this is good. It gets you off your feet, and then strengthens your back and everything to be able to sit like this for prolonged periods of time. A lot of people like overweight or bulked up um, may have a lot of trouble sitting like this. Okay. Yeah, so just like sitting on the floor. So cross-legged, this, or you can go like this, or you can do the lotus position. My knees are flexible enough to do the lotus position. I'd have to give up barbell squats and a lot of things for like leg mass and size and stuff like that to be able to do the lotus position. But this is pretty good. And then there's this is more like how we do it in karate. Like this, or fold the feet on top, one over the other. Which you have to have your thighs flexible enough, knees and thighs. And then in Taekwondo is more like this. But yeah, it's different than sitting in the chair. Okay. Trying to make sure the camera's right. What am I missing? Oh, gotta check the range here. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'm still trying to ignore that camera. I just have to make sure I'm in the camera, and then from there try to tune it out and ignore it, like a meditation activity. Because it can distract you, take your focus off what you're doing, and then focus on how you look in the camera, which um, which detracts from focusing solely on the form. Because that's a big part of the form, just like meditation practice, to where you can go through it and go through all the moves, and your body will just take you through it on autopilot, which is a good thing because it makes the moves like automatic in a combat situation. But also, you also want to be able to get out of that autopilot as well and consciously focus on the moves, and sometimes change the moves up. Do like a different move instead. Um, yeah, I've kind of I had that thought to relate it to like a pop song. Um, I remember after David Bowie died, and I was looking at him as like a real interesting guy, and seeing that he'd perform a song different ways. So we'd do it live, and then every time he'd do like a different live version of it, he'd change the song up like noticeably. Maybe change the lyrics of it, or change the tone of it, change the wording of it, maybe a little bit, maybe change the rhythm of it. But do little changes in there, and it have some kind of meaning behind it. And so I just something clicked, and I was like, I can do that for these forms. It's like performing a pop song or something like that, and you can just change the lyrics on it, change the moves. And if you YouTube is so educational as well, because you can see historic videos and stuff like that of people doing forms. And you can see different styles will do the same form, but they're a little bit different, slightly different. Sometimes a lot more different than others. But uh, so yeah, that's the thing. But if you go to like a school, then normally they don't change it up. They keep it the same, or sometimes they'll change it up between advanced. Like if you advance a little bit, they'll tell you, or sometimes they'll tell specific people to do it a certain way. Um, but I'm changing myself instead of having somebody instruct me. So I guess it's a little different. Yeah, there's so many tricks of the trade, and I guess you would say secrets or tricks of the trade as far as teaching and practice and all that. That I was just thinking of my teachers, and what do they know and what do they not know. Yeah, feel right. 45 minutes in. Okay. Very good. You can use like a door or like a window with the lighting and reflection to make it kind of like a mirror. Which is what I'm doing right now. Looking in the window. It's not a solid mirror, but it's close enough. Okay, heating up. Yeah, I don't normally wear the glasses. It throws me off a little bit because I'm like looking down here, up here, or like off to the side. And I gotta be careful on the spin moves to be more controlled, or the glasses will fly off my head. And I try to tighten it up a little bit, bend it, but it's still moving around a little bit. Extra challenge. I'm getting into it. Try to sit on the block here. I guess I started off pretty slow as far as like warming up the muscles and everything. But now I feel like I'm getting a lot more into it. Like I should be at least decently warmed up before I attempt that form, Chingbu. But I'm gonna try it again, and then should be even better. And then just keep going through these forms. Yeah, it's kind of like weightlifting or sprinting or whatever. You're more into it the second attempt. But if you're in, but this is like a controlled environment. This is exercise. But if you're in like a self-defense situation or something like that, you warm up like instantaneously. It get fired up and then adrenaline, and then you can do things instantaneously. But if you're just working out, you want to like warm up and stuff. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Just how when your adrenaline's flowing and stuff like that, how fast you can get warmed up. But it's like a special thing, and like you only get so many of those within a certain amount of time. And some people get more adrenaline rushes um, between shorter periods. Like you can only sprint so many times in a workout or whatever before you have to rest and then come back. But some people can, sprint a lot with shorter periods and stuff like that. Same thing, I guess, with using adrenaline rushes and stuff like that, and getting psyched up real hard for high intensity. Feels like I've been riding that wave for quite a while. I took like every once in a while I'll take like a half a week off or something like that. Um, I think I was going at it really hard for like 3 months or so, and then I took like a half a week off and just did one full body like yoga workout, and then the rest of the week off, and then got back at it. And that was like 2 or 3 months ago. And then I took half a week off not too long ago. Yeah, just pushing it real hard, making progress, cranking out the intensity. So you gotta like kind of like rest and build, charge the batteries back up. And then if you work out hard and rest appropriately, then you should come back stronger and better. That's how that's supposed to work. Okay, backing up. Okay. Take my time in between that a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna work on that specific move in that form. Don't drink too much water. You're supposed to drink a lot of water when you're weightlifting and stuff, but if you're doing a lot of cardio, karate or running or something like that, then too much water can slosh around in your stomach. You're supposed to get hydrated well before what you're doing. But if you're weightlifting, it's like the more water, the better. Great. It was better, but I slammed on the floor. Yeah, that spin, I have to be really careful with these glasses. It's kind of altering the form. Yeah, this wood floor, it's good. It makes you have to be light on your feet, because if you like slam down or too light on it, then it lets you know. So it's good to be light on your feet. Back up a little bit. Okay. Oh, glass is fucking up. Yeah, that move is the round kick, and then a back kick, an angled round kick, and then jump spin. It's pretty difficult, pretty athletic, but it's really fundamental. It's a really good drill. Yeah, actually, on the that's what I want to say. The screenshot, the cover thumbnail, the cover photo for this video, where I'm doing that kick. That's actually a round kick from that sequence. So where I do that, and then you come in with a round kick. Yeah, it was taken from that, and I was able to see. I recorded that on just recording. It wasn't on live, but it was a recording. So I was able to go kind of like frame by frame and get the right, just the right spot. And it looks like a really good side kick, but it's actually a round kick, and the foot's down really good. Yes, I'll do a few more of those. It's one of those things where keep wanting to do it and squeak out a little more perfect form, a little peel off another little layer of the onion there, and then but eventually but then eventually like you get tired and your form breaks down. But you do that, and then a lot of people say to quit when your form starts breaking down, and it's one of those things. You can definitely go too far, but you got to keep trying to make the form good as well. But yeah, but once you do that, and then it starts getting difficult, and the form breaks down, then when you come in and you're fresh, then it's like leveled up. Kind of like weightlifting. You know, you go in with the weight, and then you push it as hard as you can until the form breaks down, and then you come in next time fresh, and you should be leveled up. That's a nice little analogy too. Peeling off the onion to get to the core of it, because that form is kind of set, and you want to reach more perfect. Well, it's just peeling off layers, scratching out bits of progress. Yeah, and it's weird. On those forms, it's like I didn't notice it till I started videotaping it, but it's like I get like full range, like pretty close, if not to like a full split in those high kicks. But I'm just trying to aim to kick like I guess like as high as I can, but kick forward at a person. And then it just so happens to open it out full range. But yeah, a lot of people they do it to try to make it look like a full high kick. So they'll like kick at the ceiling, and I don't really practice that. I try to practice more like kicking at something, and so it'll get full range, but there's still like an angle to it and not straight up. So I guess if you're doing straight up, it's I guess a lot more like you're kicking straight up. You might as well give him an uppercut, might as well give him one of these or something, instead of the kick. So I'm just trying to kick out as far as I can and as high as I can, but actually kick, like at an angle. And so it just opens it out to pretty close, if not to a full split. Um, but I guess I'm just intending to kick at maximum range. And I didn't notice it was that good until I started videotaping it. And the videotape's kind of is surprising. I watch these videos, and then it's kind of like it's like my own outside eye, and I can critique what I'm doing and progress and make that better next time. And all the videos, all the exercise videos. Um, but yeah, some things uh, are worse than you thought it was, and some things are better. Um, and then some things are, I guess, most things are spot on. Most things are about what you expect. Um, so yeah, that's long enough, right? Actually. No comments? For a second. Sit. The kneeling position. Guess I get a little carried away. Trying to TJ Daniel. Hey John Warner. Not sure what that means. GJ. I got a little carried away there. Trying to just pace myself. I want to go at least 2 hours. Got a little bit. I'm not sure if I should do just end with dynamic stretching or static stretching. Maybe I'll just do dynamic and then do some kind of static stretching tomorrow. Maybe do like some yoga or something like that tomorrow. And just do dynamic. Seems to be like two different systems, static and dynamic. So just a second. About to get back at it. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means, the GJ. Let's see. Don't want to mess around with the format and just end the video accidentally. Okay, I'm ready. So it means good job, GJ. I guess I'll assume that's what it means. I guess I'm really debating on uh, whether I should just do dynamic and then static tomorrow. I think I might just do some splits at the end of this workout. I was thinking about just doing that tomorrow. Doing like a yoga workout or something like that, but this is actually pretty taxing. I'll probably just need to do tomorrow. I'll probably just need to do some light cardio, maybe some push-ups and pull-ups. Probably just light cardio is probably best. Go for a long walk, rake the yard, things like that. Bike ride, walking. Because 2 hours. 2 hours is a good bit, especially when you're, when you're hitting with a lot of force, and it's like you're flexing a lot and doing a lot of force. And I'm actually still just kind of bringing back that muscle memory, getting back into it, unlocking what's already there. I can feel it unlocking, especially when I was practicing that combo from Taekwondo. I could feel it coming back to where it should be. I think I'll just do some stretching tonight, and then just do like some walking and stuff like that, chores around the house. Just try to stay active, but not too strenuous. And then I probably want to go to Planet Fitness pretty soon, and do a full body, weightlifting, and a little bit of calisthenics, but like full body weightlifting, and take advantage of that and do the movements, because here it's just like raw free weights the whole time. But so there I'll do like more cables and stuff like that. Do the machines and do the I guess the dumbbells are the only free weights I have. But I'll do a few dumbbell exercises and pull-ups and stuff like that. But I'll take advantage of like the pec deck fly and cable curls and things like that. And then the inner and outer thigh machine. And either the leg press or the hack squat. I guess if we were just going to choose one, probably choose the leg press. And the hack squat, I guess, is more for looks and stuff like that, in the front of the thighs. But the leg press, I guess a lot more of the whole legs, especially if you do it like I do, where I do it or get my feet like in the middle of the platform and spread, like kind of like a squatter stance, and then bring it all the way down to where it hits the bumpers, to where it hits like the full range, and then press it back up. So it's like a full range of what a lot of people do on there, and what I used to do on there. But doing that is it really gets like the whole leg pretty much. Well, at least the whole quads and hamstring. But that inner and outer thigh machine they have there is really, really beneficial, really good. It's not like you have to have it, but I guess it helps. Because you can still work those muscles with you can do that with yoga, and I'm doing it right now with the kicks and everything. But it's different with these kicks because it's more dynamic. All right, I guess I'm gonna do because I'm at like 2 hours. I don't want to stop right at 2 hours. I'm gonna get a little longer, so I'll do I guess like just like 1 or 2 more forms, and then do some stretching. Yeah, I'm getting my socks out. Yeah, a lot of people actually prefer to do the static stretching after the workout, like doing Taekwondo. Like you warm up with more dynamic and then end with static. But yeah, you can always do things different. Um, there's multiple ways. So you can warm up with a little bit of static and then more dynamic, and then um, end with static because you're doing dynamic the whole time. Whereas like you can end with dynamic, which is what I do a lot of times, and then just do static more like the next day. But yeah, I got a lot of good solid work in, and so it's probably best if I just end with static and then just do like some light cardio tomorrow, and then I'll see what I'm going to do tomorrow Saturday. So maybe Sunday afternoon do some yoga or do like yoga's probably the best thing to do. I'm gonna go to the gym, get the full body workout in. Yeah, it's nice if you do that full body workout in because it's like you can do that and that can hold you off for like a week if you do it right, and then I can do other things like manual labor or something else. Yeah, it's really good for doing that, and then you can do like full body and then like a calisthenics workout, and so that's like 2 times a week, and that can set you straight. But I always got to keep up with just being active, going for walks and stuff like that. Going for walks and bike rides, maybe a little work around the house, sweeping, mopping, and dishes, things like that. Get up and then get your blood flow and active. Then I'll get back to it. Get some more water. I think I'm out of water. It was a lot easier than I thought. Yeah, to pull out the yoga mat, do the back bend, keep the alignment right. Make sure keep the alignment. Yeah, it was a good workout. It was really good. It was a long one, like I was expecting. I wanted to go at least 2 hours. It's a good 2.5. I put in a lot of solid work and progress. Yeah, that stretching at the end, the static stretching at the end, was a lot easier than I felt like it was going to be, than I thought it was going to be. I think it's like the dynamic was so open, and I was kind of estimating on how I stretch after a run. Like after a hard run, everything's like really stiff and tight, and it felt kind of like that. Like I was kind of reaching a point. Like I was kind of like starting to tighten up from working so much. But yeah, stretched out pretty easy, pretty good, pretty easy. And yeah, that was a solid full body effort. I guess I did everything but headstand. Um, oh, no, it's okay. I'll do that later. But yeah, that's solid full body, everything. So yeah, just some light cardio tomorrow should do the trick. But now that I mentioned it, I'll do a headstand real quick. Do a little inversion. Okay, that'll do it. Yeah, you're supposed to end headstand in the child's pose. That way, because all the blood goes into your head because you're standing on your head. So that way you don't just reverse directions right quick. You're supposed to sit in that child's position for at least a little bit, at least 30 seconds to a minute or so after headstand. Um, but that's it. Great workout, and yeah, look forward to more workouts in the future. This should help me out quite a bit, and then just rest and recover and come back better. So yeah, a lot of good work in, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos in the future. Bye.